Welcome back. It's Trade with Ellie, all things trade, travel, investing related. And so, if you've been following me through my journey, or my YouTube journey, really, you've been seeing me share a lot of information about investing and trading specifically in the foreign exchange market, right? And so, I've shared a lot of number of different things. So, everything that I share on my platform are things that I've done myself that have helped other individuals do. And I've worked and partnered with a number of people in this level, in these spaces to a great degree, making me feel extremely comfortable to be able to come and bring it forward to you so that you can get this knowledge, you can get this benefit, and you can really win, right? Don't look at someone's situation and think that you're capped to that. I want you to see the information I'm sharing with you, seeing the goals, the achievements that other people have gotten from this space, and say, you know what, I can do that and I'm going to do more, I'm going to do better. But all of that comes with the right mentorship, right? Having the right individual to walk you through the steps, to give you the proper blueprint, and to make sure that it fits well with you and what you're looking to make, right? What you're looking to get out of this entire situation. So if you're looking for a mentor, if you're looking for someone to help you step by step through this process, whether it's trading in the foreign exchange market or just creating extra streams of income, feel free to get a 15-minute consultation from me if you're looking, right, for a mentor and you want to see, what are your options or where can you start, right? Sometimes we just need information, and that's totally fine. If that's what you're looking for, information and guidance and just some clarification on what you may need to do, feel free to get access, right, to me, right, for a whole 15 minutes. Ask whatever you like. We can have a great conversation, right? 15-minute consultation, link in the description, and we can help you, right? We can help you. And when I say we, I mean me and you, right? This is not something I can do alone. This is not something you can do alone. So together we can figure out what those steps may look like for you. And that's the most important thing. And now when it comes to trading in the foreign exchange market, right? Aside from that mentorship, aside from that blueprint, you're going to need an amazing strategy that's going to help you be profitable, right? And I'm not talking about making profit one time, I'm talking about making profit consistently. And you hear me talk about this time and time again in a lot of my videos, right? Being consistently profitable, because the reality is a large percentage of individuals who trade in the foreign exchange market are not profitable, right? But the thing is that you can be profitable. But the one thing, right, it comes with one of the many things, right? Mentorship, the right blueprint, not giving up, right? If you quit, if you do this for 90 days and quit because you didn't make $1 million like you thought you would in 90 days, which sounds crazy, right? Not impossible, but crazy, right? If you quit after that, then do you really deserve that? Right? Do you think you're worthy of it? Because if you are and you know there's something you can attain, you should continue, right? And a lot of this is just keeping consistent and working at it, right? Being consistent and continue to do the day in and day out grind to achieve that end goal, right? And this goes far beyond just investing. This is everything about life. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you feel like you get to a point and you're like, this is too hard, I'm going to quit, then you're going to quit at everything you're doing and you're always going to start from scratch. You're always going to start from point A. You're always going to start over from the very beginning. You don't pick up from the middle of where you last ended your other thing and now you're closer to the end line. No, you start back from the beginning. So you need the right mentorship, you need the right blueprint, you need to not give up, right? And then you need an amazing strategy that's going to help you achieve these things, right? And this is all tied together. They're all pieces to the puzzle that will help complete the puzzle. Okay. So, what I want to show you now is some of this week's setups, right? Some of which I've already given out to my entire team so that they can get access and to make money consistently with me throughout the week. And some are finished, so we already made money off of this, right? But what I've done was showing you some projections of what we're going to be making soon, and then also showing you essentially what has already completed. So I want you to see this, right? This says 901 right here, right? So this is actually 90 moves, right? 901, we're going to cut off that last digit. And we're reading 90 right now. So this means that this specific pair, GBP USD, right, Great British Pound and the US dollar, made a 90 move to the upside, right? Each move is a step. Each step is known as a pip. So this is me showing you or explaining trading at a very basic level, kind of really fast, but so that you can understand, what's happening here. We looked at the market. We said, you know what? We agree that the market's going to buy up, and we decided to get in for a buy. And when I say we, I say myself and my team, right? I find a setup, I share it with the collective, and I'm like, hey guys, if you see what I see, if you believe in this setup, if you have been following the steps that I've shown you to use this strategy to be able to enter and exit the market, right? Then you should see what I see and the setup is good. And so what do? They take the trade with me, right? We take this trade together. And so from our entry, which is our black line, right? So all the images that I'm going to show you in this video, the black line will be our entry, and kind of where the number stops, where you're having this blue box is us buying it up and where we essentially exit. So, what we're hoping for is for the market to continue going into our direction. But right now we're actually in profit, right? Right now the market has moved up and we're about 40 moves into profit, right? So if we're doing $1 a move, which I'm going to talk about in all of these examples to keep it very simple, very consistent, and easy for us to do the math, right? If we're doing $1 a move, if we do $1 times 90, we're going to make $90 off of this setup. And right now we're already $40 approximately in profit. So the great thing about this is any individual can decide, hey, you know what? I actually want to close out this trade right now because I'm totally happy with my $40. I'm not going to sit out for this $90 because any and everything can happen. Nothing is 100%. But right now, what I know, what I see is that I have $40 in profit that I can take, I can withdraw, I can go use it right now, right? If I withdraw it, but I'm going to close this out. Okay. And you can close it out, or you can stay for the ride for those extra, $50 that we're looking to make. Right. And there's different ways to secure your winnings so that you can go on to make more, right? Even if it's not the full 90, by reducing how much you're making and different information and sorts, right? But more or less, we're already about $40 in profit and we're looking to make another $50. So that is really, really great, right? And this is all simply, once again, from my strategy that I've been sharing with individuals so that they can easily enter and exit, right? This is using very minimal time, minimal energy, and that's the whole point, right? We don't want to be consumed by this. The whole point of trading is so that we don't have to spend a lot of time. It's so that we can make money when we want. It's so that we can have time to do the things that we want to do. And I found this strategy, right? I was learning and studying, and I was able to recognize a strategy in the market that has allowed us all to reduce our trading time and to increase our accuracy. Like, if this is not the winning ticket and you're not using it, I really don't know what is. So this right here, we're looking at the euro and Japanese yen. You can see that written right here. These are screenshots I just took before recording this video. So you can even see that right here. So this is practically in real time from when I'm recording, and we'll be posting shortly right after. So this euro JPY, right? This trade already, left our entry point and has had hit our take profit. Okay. So this black line is our entry. This is where we wanted the market to go. It already did that. It completed it. So we are all up. Okay. We see 969. We're going to drop that last digit. So the market really did 96 moves, $1 a move. We made $96 on this. Okay. We made $96 on this. This is almost my cell phone bill. I know that sounds crazy. This is almost my cell phone bill off of one move that took me less than 5 minutes to find and to put in, right? Less than 5 minutes to find and to put in. I remember, back in the day, years ago, when I was looking for a new job, it took me a lot more time searching for a new job than it did take me to actually put in this trade, just to put it out there, right? Just to put it out there. It took me a lot more. And then don't get me started when it comes to, typing out a resume and, writing all these information and having to retype my resume inside, of the site or the portal, depending, and just a lot, right? It took a lot less energy than it did for that setup. So here we're looking at Euro NZD, okay, new pair. So this is our third pair. So first pair, we already made $40. We're looking to make an extra 50. It has not finished playing out. The second one we just looked at made 96 moves. We made $96 off of that trade because it is completed, right? It's done. Everyone cashed out. On this pair, we have our entry here at the black line and we went down, right? So we expected the market to sell based off of what we saw. We expected the market to sell. So I measured it down. That's also why now you're seeing a red box instead of a blue box. So you're seeing 1113. We're going to drop that 3. So it's 111, 111. Okay, right? 111 moves, right? 111 pips, right? PIP stands for points in percentage. It's how we measure each move in the market. And so 111 moves, that means we made $111 off of this setup based off of, what we saw the market do. So this is really, really good. We're not looking to catch the entire move, right? As I'm looking at this, there's so many things that we could have done to catch more, but we stuck to one simple setup of a strategy and we're just looking to catch small pieces, okay? So I want you to think about what an extra $111 could do for you, right? If it took you about 5 minutes or less to put in this trade, and by the end of the day, you made $111, what would you spend it on? Comment below, right? I would love to know, what would you spend your $111 on right now? Right, if you just made it. So this is really, really, really great. And so I want to say that was the last setup. I think I had 4. Um, let's see real quick. But I say all this and I'm showing you all of this so that you can truly understand and see for yourself how this can seriously be possible for you, how this can work for you. Because it's not a matter of like, how can I, how does this work? Is this going to work for me? Is this possible? I know a lot of people ask that question a lot, and it's a valid question. It's a valid concern to have, but it's not about all the if it doesn't, right? Not all of the negativity or the bad outcome of the situation. Is about the positive outcome of the situation and how you can work closer to achieving the positive from happening, right? What happens if you do this and you're able to make an extra $1,000 a week? What happens if you do this and you're able to walk away from your job? What happens if you're able to do this and you're able to spend more time with your family? What happens if you're able to do this and now you're able to start that business? You're able to go on that vacation. You're able to pay off those loans. You're able to be more stable. You're able to live more comfortably, right? I want you to think about all the positive that can come from learning something like this, right? It's not something that's super easy, right? The crazy thing is, it's actually simple. We complicate it though, right? And that's why you need that mentorship to help you realize when you're overcomplicating things, when you need to simplify it, when you need to kind of shift and pivot where and when, right? You can't do that on your own. Yes, the information is out there, it's free. You can learn on your own, but it's going to take you longer because you're going to have to really go through the trials and tribulations, and it's going to take you years. So imagine having someone help you cut down those years, help you cut down that learning curve and cut down that information so you can be better, so you can learn faster, so you can win more, you can win bigger and win faster and be more consistent, right? And to learn the real shortcuts, right? You can't really cheat your way to trading, but there's a lot of different things that can help shorten it, right? A lot of strategies that can help simplify it, right? And it might take you a little bit of time, but once you get it, it's super, super simple, right? Once you understand it, it becomes super, super simple, right? And I'm speaking for myself and the specific individuals that I work with, right, who agree with exactly what I'm saying. But this is one of those things that you'll never know until you do it. You'll never know until you give it a real shot, right? Until you really, really give it some time and you really give it some focus and you invest that little bit. Because even though you might be thinking, I don't have the money, right? You're always going to have money for something else, right? When we're hungry, no matter how hungry you are, we're going to find a way to eat, right? If someone told you the one thing that you want in the world that you'll do anything for, you could get it for $10 and you're like, man, I really don't got $10 left on my check. You're going to find a way to make that $10. If someone said, you know what, you can buy your dream home for $1,000, right? For $1,000. And if you're saying, man, I don't really have $1,000, and someone came to you with that approach, I am sure you're going to do your best to find a way to make it work, right? You might do more than your best. You're going to find that $1,000 one way or another, right? And so it's the same thing here. You have to understand that this is something worth it, but you have to understand what is possible, right? So make a list of your goals and your dreams and what you want your life to look like. And if you can't get that right now from working that job that you have, from the passive incomes you may or may not have, right? From just what you have right now, then that means you need a little bit more. And you need to start looking and wondering and thinking what more looks like. How does more work for you right now? It might mean that you have to give in more time. It might mean that you have to invest more money. But one way or another, it can happen for you. But you have to get the information, get the resources, right? Work with the right people and make sure that you are working with the end in mind. So last but not least, this is our last pair that I want to show you tonight, right? So this is the USD CHF, right? The US dollar and the Swiss franc. So from our entry up here, we took it down to our third take profit. This did 524. We're going to drop the 4, so it's 52 moves, right? So this one moves a little bit slower, you get a little bit less, but it doesn't matter. More or less, we still made money, right? We took less than 5 minutes to put this in. We made $52. So I want you to think about it. We made from these 4 setups, right? This trade hasn't so over here it did work out, right? But we're over here, so it hasn't fully made the $52 yet. We are in profit though, right? So based off of where our entry is to where we're going, we're about 20 we're about shy of $20 of profit, okay? Like a little bit more than 10, right? Which is totally fine. $10, it took you less than 5 minutes. Most individuals are working a full hour to make 15 or less an hour, right? 15 is about minimum wage in more progressive states, I'll say, right? In certain places and other places, they're still not making 10, nowhere near 10, okay? I heard about individuals who were literally working for about $5 an hour and the rest was based off of commission, and this was in service. And you know how that can be. So imagine, right, busting tables really, really hard, doing your best and not getting any tip, right? Banking on the tip and not making it. Here, right, nothing's 100%, just like in that space, right? You can go to a restaurant, you can work in a restaurant, and you can, do your thing, be amazing, and still not make as much tips as you were hoping or thinking you would. You can come into the market and you're not always going to win, but you can always make sure that you have certain things in place so that you can win, right? That's the same thing in service. You're very kind. You make sure that you're, doing your best, you're being helpful, hospitable, right? And just a lot of different things so that people can be like, oh my God, that was some great service. I'm gonna tip really big. You're not gonna go and you're gonna be rude, right? You're not setting yourself up for success there. So it's the same thing here. Yes, there's risk, but there's calculated risk, right? And in service, you're taking a chance. You're taking a chance that you're serving people who are going to tip you or going to tip you well, right? And you're hoping that, right? And so there's a similar concept. However, you kind of have more control on this side because ultimately you are dictating which setups you get in. You are analyzing and saying, based off of the information I know, right, this strategy gives you about an 8 to 9 out of trades that you'll win out of 10. So by knowing these statistics, you can dictate which trades you're going to take because your chances are going to be much greater and you can secure yourself so that you're not losing. And at the same time, you're using little to no energy or time. And that's the thing I love most about this. So if you're interested in getting access to myself and this strategy, make sure to contact me. My information is below in the description. If you're looking for mentorship or help or just understanding of where you are and where you want to go and what that may look like and how this can help you, feel free to sign up for a 15-minute consultation. That link will be in the description below as well. And I hope to speak with you all for those of you who are looking to get access, looking to get some insight, and for those of you who would love to make that $111, right? What would you use that money on? Don't think I forgot. Put your answer in the description. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Send this video to someone who you think would benefit from hearing or seeing what I have showed you, right? This strategy is super amazing. So make sure if you don't know what I'm using, right? For those of you who work with me, don't say it in the comments, right? I want the other people to guess it, right? If you guess it right, I will give you a special one-on-one access, right? To one of my sessions this week. But if you guess it right, you have 24 hours from this posting. So make sure to guess correct. Those of you who do know, don't say a word because I know by seeing these setups and some of what I shared, you already know because you took the trades and we already won and celebrated together. So congratulations to those individuals. I'm so excited for you guys and your growth. For those individuals who will be new, joining and learning this, right? I'm excited for you to learn. So once again, information is in the description. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.